Hello guys, Elven Warrior here and welcome to today's video. So today I am bringing you another ultimate beginner's guide for Norsca this time. So yeah, what we're going to do, we're just going to cover all the basics. Hopefully this is aimed for beginners, but if you are a more experienced player or not, hopefully you'll be able to find something, new and can take something away from it. That's the aim. So before we get on into it, guys, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Yeah, you don't want to miss out on any content that I do release. Please feel free to leave a like and a comment. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. And let's get into it now then. Okay, so as we can see, we're going to start off over here. So this is where you accumulate your growth. So you need growth to build your main settlement buildings. By collecting population surpluses. This amount increases each time you reach the surplus. So yeah. Tax. So you can toggle this on and off. It also affects like the public order and stuff like that. So if you're struggling for public order and you want to prevent it, you can do that, but only do so as long as you can afford it. Corruption. So obviously, being a disciple of chaos, they have spread chaos corruption and they require chaos corruption to operate. Otherwise, they'll take attrition. So they need to habit lands that are fully chaos corruption. Otherwise, they'll just fall apart. Province effects, region control neutral. So basically what happens here is you can get like a positive, and there's positive, neutral and negative. So when you go into positive, you get like buffs to growth and recruitment and stuff like that. But you get a negative to public order the higher it goes, because it's trying to balance it now, so it keeps you like zero in the middle. But then when you go the opposite way, you go into the negatives, you get negative like towards growth and recruitment and everything, but then you get positive, so it does the opposite. You've got other things here. Chaos corruption enables attrition for non-chaos worshipping armies, and the rampant corruption, so you get extra casualty replenishment and leadership. So if we come over here, we've got the overview. This brings this up, and then you can just basically construct something nice and easily, stuff like that. It's really easy to use. Okay, so this next one is the garrison details. So this just shows you what is exactly in the garrison here and what condition they are in it. So yeah, they're all at full health, so that's good. You got your building browser. So this is what you do if you want to, plan out your settlement more. So what you do is you can come here and you'll be like, right, I've got effectively 4 slots to use. What am I going to put in here? And you can just plan it out and stuff like that. So I need to mention as well that although they do have walls here, they don't actually have walls. So all of their settlements are fought in the field. And that's the same for like the other ones as well. They just cannot get walls at all. Same here, they can only occupy certain settlements. Like see here, we can only occupy coastal settlements, and major race capitals can be captured and turned into outposts. So you can't like come into like Salzamund and Laurelorn Forest and capture them. You can only blow them up. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain. The next button here is recruit lord. So what you can do is you can just recruit your lords from here. There's a special lord of change here which you can get, which I will go into soon when I get round to it. This is where you can recruit your heroes from as well, this button there. And once you've unlocked the necessarily once you've constructed the necessary buildings to recruit them, that's when you can start recruiting them there. Up here we've got our treasury. So this is how much is in the treasury, and this is how much is expected to be coming over into the next turn. And then if you click this button, it just gives you a little bit more detail into what's going on about it. But if you want even more detail than that, then go into there. It breaks it down even more. This button shows you what trade you're doing. So currently we're trading with the 1,000 Moors. You can see what resources are here, and they'll light up once they have been acquired, and it tells you the value, and it also shows you what you're importing. So this tells you we're only earning from the tariff at the minute, so that's it. So, okay, up here we have the allegiance of the god. So this is like kind of Norsca's mechanic of what they use. So when you go raise a settlement, when you attack a settlement and you raise it, you basically dedicate it to one of the 4 gods. And basically every time you dedicate it, you build it up, and there's like various stages to go. There's 3 different stages, and once you get to the full like level 3, like this one here is where you get that Lord of Change, who you just saw down here. You get access to him, which is quite good. That'll be really useful to get. Okay, so down here, this button is the objectives. So as you can see, victory conditions here. This button here is the long campaign victory, so it shows you all the requirements needed for a long campaign victory. If that button there shows you the requirements for a short campaign victory. This tab here is for chapter objectives. So there's no bonus objectives for Norsca for some bizarre reason, but yeah, so you just get a small bit for just doing this one mission. Next up is diplomacy. This is where you come to interact with other factions. So you're at war with a couple of the Norscans. So I believe one way that they can confederate as well is that when you defeat the faction leader of any of these, they automatically are confederated into your faction. So look, you can just do sorts of agreements like this. Get like defensive alliance, get some money out of them, probably not, and then do that. We've got an alliance and we're trading as well, so we're getting more money. So yeah, this is all the factions that you have currently met. So where are they? Are they over here as well? I think so. But also, I just want you to be aware of this, your reliability. You need to try and keep it at very high, because if you do knock it down, and if you do end up at very low, with you being a chaos warp, like an evil faction, let's say, you will be declared war on by everybody, by all the good factions. So literally all the Empire, which is literally to your south, they will declare war on you, and the other Norscans will not hesitate to declare war on you also. So be careful about that. So yeah, try and keep it very high as best you can. Okay, so next button is technology. So here's the Norsca's technology tree. So it's kind of unique, I suppose. Looking forward to an upgrade to it in Warhammer 3, where they'll hopefully get a complete overhaul. But to unlock the monster hunts, which we'll get to, this is the technology you need to use, and you need to go down there to get to level 3. So we'll go to that now. So the Monstrous Arcanum. So that's this here. So like I said, the technology I've just shown you, that's what you'll unlock. You need to research to unlock these for the different levels. And this is where you can start chasing the beast down and then recruit. I believe you recruit them to your... Can you recruit them to your army or something? Or you get like loads of buffs or something. So that's good. Okay, so up here you can see the mini-map. You can zoom in and out. You can drag it back and forth. And it just shows you the areas that you have discovered so far. So obviously it's only turn 1 and it's just the basic stuff that you can see. So as you venture out, it will venture out with you, and as you conquer territory and stuff. This button up here, can't click it because there's nothing there, but this is the missions and quests. So when you get given a mission and a quest to do his like unique items, that will appear there, and you'll get to, like, you know, it's just easy accessible, so you can just go through and see, you know, see what requirements you need to do. The next tab is the events, so you can see everything that happens. Like this is the diplomacy stuff that I did just earlier, and there's other stuff in there as well. Everything will just come here just so you can keep an easy track of. Next button, Lords and Heroes. So whenever you've got Lords recruited, armies wandering about, and also heroes wandering about, they will show up there just so it's easy to keep track of them. And then if you click on them, it will take you directly to them. Next up, provinces. So this shows you all provinces that you have encountered. So this is your current one. It's currently a contested province, but once you complete it, your faction symbol will be over it, just like what's over here. So yeah, that's what will happen. You can see a brief overview of like the income from that region, the public order, and you can also see like the other ones as well. This tab is for known factions, so it's just a simple, like an easy version of the diplomacy, just so you can see on the campaign screen. It shows you like who likes you, whether you've got alliances or at war with them, and whether you're able to trade with them or not, and also their strength ranking. So yeah, it's a really handy tool to use. Okay, so this is the faction summary unit button. So click on that, it brings you to this. So the details there, it tells you where your capital is, provinces owned, settlements owned, what your treasury and income is, and then so his faction effects is Gift of Tongues, melee attack plus 15 for all mammoth units, and upkeep minus 15% for marauder units. And this tells you what climates are suitable for him. So he's suitable for these climates here. These he can settle, but minor penalties. These ones you can settle but have major penalties. Over here is faction power. It shows you how many armies you've got, your heroes, how many you've got capacity for, and how many you've got recruited, and also just again a brief overview of diplomacy, about your allies and who you're at war with and who you're trading with. This button here is your records. So when you get through the campaign or any point through the campaign, you can just go back and view like any world events that have happened that's worth noting, and you can just view it turn by turn from here. If you're interested in statistics, just come to this button here. This tells you literally everything you need to know about it, just all sorts of things you know, that you could ever wish to imagine. So if you're interested, come and have a look there. So that is pretty much everything covered for the World Walkers. So there's only one other Norscan faction, so let's head over to that now and I'll discuss his faction summary now. Okay, so here's the final faction for Norsca, the Wintertooth, led by Throg. So his faction summary is Lord of the Monstrous Horde. He has physical resistance, 15% for all Norse Control and Norscan Ice Troll units. Upkeep, minus 20% for all Norse Control and Norscan Ice Troll units. So obviously he's a troll and he goes troll heavy. So yeah, the faction mechanics exactly the same. He still dedicates to the Chaos Gods and gets buffs for it again. So he gets the same Lord of Change. So again, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty much about it. There's nothing else to say. He plays exactly the same as Wulfric. So that's it. So I hope the video was useful in a way to you. I hope that they get some good updates in Warhammer 3 to make them that bit more interesting and a bit more playable. And yeah, just don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. Please feel free to leave a like and a comment. Let me know how the video was. Let me know if there's anything that needs improving. And I will see you all for the next video, guys.